Hi everyone and welcome. This is a special request. So it's going to be a small batch of soap, but it's one that I've made before, but I don't know if I've made it on YouTube or not. I don't believe so. If I have, then I've just become forgetful. Okay, and that is a rice milk soap. Now, why would I make a rice milk soap and why would someone specially request it? Well, she's a vegan, first of all. And second of all, she has a child that has several allergies, but is not allergic to rice. And because rice milk is full of vitamins and minerals, but adds a creaminess and a silkiness to soap, it's something that she has found is very gentle on her child's skin. And my own mother didn't make me rice milk, but she made oat milk soap for me as a child when I was very sensitive. And I have heard that rice milk soap is even better because a lot of children are allergic to other grains like oats, but not allergic to rice. Now, of course, if you are allergic to rice, this would not be a soap for you. I'm going to show you how this is the easiest thing ever to make. Okay, so I've got my blender container here, and I'm doing this by eye, but generally you want to, I'm making extra of this, but generally you don't want, or generally you want about, you want 1 to 2. So you want, for instance, 2 parts water to 1 part rice, because it's going to absorb a lot of the water. So you may say, well, that's an awful lot if you're just making a little bit of soap. You're right, because I actually want some of this rice milk for something personal. So I'll make her soap out of it, but I'll also have some extra left over here. So all I'm doing is wet, and I'm using brown rice. Look, there are a couple holes that floated to the surface. I'm using brown rice. Of course, you could use white rice. You could use wild rice. That is really up to you. Jasmine rice. There are so many different types of rices. But I just decided to use a brown rice. I discussed this with my customer first, and she was happy with that decision. I don't eat white rice, I only eat brown rice. So since I wanted to keep some of this for myself, I decided to use the brown, and with her agreement, that's what I did. Okay, so I've stirred it up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let this sit for about 2 hours, then we're going to blend it up. All right, so now it's time to blend up our rice and our water and make our rice milk. So here we go. And that's it. So now we're going to strain it. Let me move it out of the way here a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So I've now got my rice milk. It's well frozen and ready for us to turn into our lye rice milk emulsion. So here we go. I hope you've all had a good day. It's actually well after midnight here. It's actually closer to 1 my time. I just got off work about an hour ago, something like that. And it was a long, tiring week. I'm now off for the next 2 days, but that's a wonderful thing. But a lot of the people that I work with live all over the country, and some of them are in Kentucky and Virginia, where these terrible floods are happening right now. And I certainly hope that if you're in any of those areas, that you and your family and friends are all safe. I know it's terrifying. I was watching some video of the waters flowing over homes, and wow, that's really scary. And you know, as much as we need rain here due to this ongoing drought, I certainly feel for those people that are going through that, and I just feel very, very fortunate. So this rice milk soap was a custom order, and the customer contacted me this morning and said that she decided not to order it right now. Well, I'd already processed the rice and made the milk, and although as I told you all, I made enough because I want some of it for myself for drinking, the rest of it, you know, I designated for this soap. So I'm going ahead with it, and in a way that's good, because now I can design it however I want, use the oils and butters that I would normally use, but I'm keeping this very gentle. Okay, so since we were going with a gentle rice milk soap, I've decided to keep it vegan and keep it a gentle soap. Matter of fact, there's no coconut oil. There will be no coconut oil in this. I'm using babassu oil, which also helps with bubbling and sudsing, I should say, and cleansing. So it's kind of taking the place. There's olive oil, avocado oil in this, and the babassu, and a little bit of castor oil, and that's it. Right. So our rice milk is now almost completely dissolved. There are a couple little pieces floating there. Just want to get those fully dissolved. Here we go. Alright, now I'm going to separate out part of this. And to this, I'm going to add in some blue clay. Should be enough. I just want it to give just a light variation, so it doesn't need to be too terribly dark. Looks a little more green right now, doesn't it? Well, just wait. Save that just a little bit in case we need it. So because I planned on keeping this a pretty small batch, I don't need anything too big, so these will be perfect. These make nice, good sized bars. All right. I think my blue looks like it may be invisible right now, but I suspect when this soap cures and the natural color kind of settles, that will actually more of that blue looks like went down towards the bottom. So some are going to have more than others, I think. But as the color cures, the background color, I think more of that blue veining will come through. And more on some than the others. I can tell that already, because a lot of it's set down at the bottom there. And that's okay. So, just gonna and I know this is not probably very visible to you, the variation in the two colors, but bear with me. Well, it's very faint and not a swirl, but just sort of a shadow of blue. So actually I think I should have used more, and I should have infused the clay longer or separately in water and then added. But I still think that they're very nice. but the blue is just adding sort of just it is adding some variation, so it's not just the yellow or the, the whatever color we would call this. And I think it's because the tenfold orange essential oil added a bit of color, but they smell terrific. They really do. These smell lovely. There is that combination of the chamomile, the jasmine, and that orange that is just delightful. So, there they are. Your thoughts? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.